Hello students, Apna Study presents you the Hindu news bulletins for the 7th of August. Before we start, don't forget to like, share and subscribe.
National news. Major Dhyan Chand Khel Ratna Award renamed.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi took to Twitter to announce the change of name in honor of Dhyan Chand. Congress welcomed the move to rename the Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna Awards in memory of the hockey wizard. Congress chief spokesperson Randeep Surjewala accused the Prime Minister of petty politics.
Opposition leaders attend Jantar Mantar.
Leaders of at least 12 opposition parties attended the Kisan Sansad at Jantar Mantar in Delhi. None of the political leaders either gave a speech or sat on the dais. They were part of the audience and listened to the leaders of various farmers' organizations.
The Supreme Court: is the bureaucracy doing not want these tribunals?
Chief Justice N.V. Ramana read out in open court the details of over 240 vacancies in key tribunals. Solicitor General Tushar Mehta said he genuinely shared the Lordship's concerns. Chief Justice Ramana said the situation revealed a very sorry state of affairs.
Iranian President Ebrahim Raisi to meet Qatar Special Envoy on Afghanistan.
Iran's new president Ebrahim Raisi met with External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar in Tehran on Friday. The meeting was part of a series of engagements with Iran in an effort to improve flagging bilateral ties as well as to find a common course on Afghanistan. Mr. Jaishankar will meet Qatar's Special Envoy on Afghanistan on Saturday.
Assam and Meghalaya governments to start settling the less complicated areas of dispute.
Assam and Meghalaya governments decide to start settling the less complicated areas of the dispute along the 884.9 km border between them. They also decided to form 3 regional committees each to first get the views of the people living in the disputed areas and prepare a recommendation within 30 days for a decision at the level of chief ministers.
Lok Sabha adjourned for the day.
The Lok Sabha was adjourned for the day in the first half of the sitting itself and at the end of a third week of protests by opposition's MPs on the Pegasus snooping issue and the 3 contentious farm laws. The House adjourned a few minutes after it was convened, with Speaker Om Birla urging the protesting members to participate in the question hour. But continuing protests saw the House being adjourned till 12 noon.
Trinamool Congress MP suspended.
Dola Sen is one of the loudest protesters in the Rajya Sabha and among the 7 lawmakers suspended from the current monsoon session. She says her party MPs are being singled out, though members from other parties were also shouting slogans and had torn papers. Sen: Prime Minister Narendra Modi is scared of our Chief Minister Mamta Banerjee. The BJP is shameless. They passed 30 bills and then curtailed the session.
International news. Central Asian leaders sounded the alarm over the spiral of war in Afghanistan.
Central Asian leaders sounded the alarm over the spiral of war in neighboring Afghanistan at a summit in Turkmenistan Friday. The talks in the resort town of Avaza on the Caspian Sea came after the militant group made sweeping gains in provinces near Tajikistan, Turkmen and Uzbekistan.
The future of Afghanistan cannot be the past.
India said terrorist safe havens in the region must be dismantled immediately and terrorist supply chains disrupted. The UN Security Council held a meeting to discuss the situation in Afghanistan amid increasing military offensives by the Taliban as the US forces withdrew from the country. The international community cannot afford to set the clock back, says the President of the Security Council.
The US supports India's embrace at the Security Council.
The Biden administration has continued to remain non-committal on the issue. The Obama and Trump administrations had supported a permanent seat for India on the Security Council. India is currently a non-permanent member of the UNSC and is president for the month of August. The US would not support an expansion of the veto given to the P5, the current 5 permanent members.
India, Sri Lanka and the Maldives Colombo Security Conclave.
India, Sri Lanka and Maldives have agreed to work on 4 pillars of security cooperation. The discussion comes 9 months after National Security Advisor Ajit Doval visited Colombo for deliberations with Sri Lanka's Ministry of Defence, Kamal Gunaratne, and Defence Minister of Maldives, Maria Didi, agreed to expand the scope of intelligence sharing.
The Taliban have captured the city of Zaranj.
Zaranj, provincial capital of Nimroz, has fallen to the Taliban, Deputy Governor says. Social media shows clips of insurgents roaming the streets, being cheered by residents. Taliban claim responsibility for killing Dawa Khan Menapal, one of the government's leading voices.
Business news. Mahindra & Mahindra, first quarter results.
First quarter standalone net profit surged to 934 crore rupees from 39 crore rupees in the year earlier period. Total vehicle sales almost trebled to 85,858 units, while tractor sales rose 52% to 99,127. Farm business delivered excellent performance with the highest ever first quarter PBIT and ROS.
RBI's Monetary Policy Committee voted to keep the repo rate at 4%.
Reserve Bank of India's Monetary Policy Committee voted unanimously to keep the repo rate unchanged at 4%. Governor Shaktikanta Das said the outlook for aggregate demand was improving, but the underlying conditions were still weak. The central bank retained its projection for real GDP growth in the current fiscal year at 9.5%.
Sports news. Indian men's Hadi hockey bronze medal win in the Tokyo Olympics.
Vijay Phillips was a key member of the Indian team that last won a bronze in the Olympics, in Munich, 72, before Tokyo happened. Since then, with the lone exception being India's diluted triumph in Moscow, the country failed to qualify for the Olympics semi-finals.
The Indian Women's World Cup final preview.
Great Britain beat India 3-4 in the bronze medal match at the Tokyo Olympics. The Netherlands defeated Argentina 3-1 to claim the gold medal. India had started with 3 straight losses in the pool stage but displayed character and guts to stun Australia in the quarterfinals.